Oh, welcome back, guys, to this bootleg versus original. Season 2, episode number 5, or video number 15. Okay, so we're up to number 15 so far. I know I've been a bit lazy loading up some more videos and that, but this is a classic I've got. It goes, hey man, what's in front of you now, man? What's this? This is a Hankins 14-inch tabletop. Okay, I got it in for a repair from another guy. He's been digging up all these old stuff that people he's buying this stuff to put into his man cave. And this is a Hankins table. This is from 1979. Okay, it's built in Newcastle by Hankins. Okay, and it's got a 14-inch Sanwa in there. Okay, and it's running a bootleg Nichibutsu. I can't even pronounce it, but it's a bootleg. Okay, so yeah, have a check of this out for a table. You know, the monitor was pretty clapped out. Okay, it was the usual. Be with me. Okay, yeah, I had to do I had to replace all the caps. Don't forget, these are 1979. Okay, and I use an SCR meter. And everyone goes, "Hey man, what's that SCR meter?" All right, just bear with me. I'll show you what I use. Yeah, this is my SCR meter. Okay, I got this out of the US. This guy doesn't make them anymore. And what it is, it comes with these two little proms, and it tells you how bad up and down the signal, how bad the capacitor is. If it's really in the red, it means it's clapped out. So what you do, you put the two little proms on the actual legs, the two little legs on there, and you can check it out, and it tells you the reading. Okay, so because somebody else asked me what I use, this is what I use. You know, without this, yeah, man, I use a capacitor meter. Yeah, that just means you can measure the capacitance, but it doesn't tell you if the SCR, that means the ohmage in it, if they're dried up or not. But these are all dried up, you know. Yeah, 79. All right, so bear with me. Hang on. I'm just trying to do two things at once. Okay, so yeah, man, what are you talking about tabletops now? So what I'll do is I'll zoom down onto the board a bit better for you guys. No, I won't do that. I'll do what I was going to say to you is, okay, Hankins back in the day, Hankins back in the day never had switch mode power supplies. So inside, pretty bad inside. All right, what I'll do is I'll show you later. So there's the board, it's a bootleg of the Nichibutsu, or whatever, which I can't pronounce. It actually got an IDE. Have a look at the connector. It's slightly different. Okay, and what was wrong with this, I had to do is put some new cabling in, because the cable was they only had one for ground and one for bloody 5 volts in there. So I put two heavy ones in there to get it going, basically. But this is a Hankins table. Yeah, let me zoom in. And, I've got to get some light. Hang on, let me get back out of this. Put it back onto the tripod. It's pretty hard to try to do two things at once, okay? So yeah, have a listen, man. How cool is that sound, you know? Yeah. All right. Enough of that. I'll show you the difference between the originals and that. All right. This one here, this is an original. Okay. You can see the name, the logo, and this is Moon Cresta. You can sort of see it's been sitting around for a long time on the shelf. You can sort of see it's a bit of track. Hasn't been cleaned. It's all original. Okay, you check that out. Now, have a look at this bootleg version. Oh, no, I don't have a bootleg, all originals. Yeah, have a look at another one. Okay, you see that? It's got the logo on the board. It's got the daughter board and the ROMs. Okay, now if you have a look at these, when I put them all down, check this guy out. Okay, check this guy out. There's the midway version of the Galaxian. Doesn't it look so close to the original? Have a look. So see here? This is the linear power supply that they used, but of midway stuff. There's the daughter board, the graphic chips, and all that. But if you put them together, you've got to sort of see. Let's see if they're in camera view. Yep, they're in camera view. Have a sticky nose. See how they're all identical. So, okay, hang on. Let me get the power supply out to show you the linear power supply. Okay. This is what happened back in the day. There was no switch mode power supplies. So this is a linear power supply. So the AC comes in through 2 diodes, which is called a halfway rectification. It goes across to the 5-volt regulator with a transistor for the current, and then basically your 12 volts comes through the 2 diodes, through the caps, and it supplies you the voltage. This is what they used to do. This is a home build one by Hankins, because as I said to you, there was no switch mode power supplies around the days. So this is what they had to do. So they made their own power supplies. What do you do what you got to do, you know, with no power supplies. But back to these boards. Here's another one. Yeah, man, what are you doing? Showing you some stock again? No, I'm just going to talk about this here. Has been the most hacked, bootlegged board from everybody. They've put Crazy Kongs on it, Froggers, Galaxias, what other games? There's a heap. I will put a link on the guy who came up with this back in the day, of this company, how he started it all up, and all he did was actually rip off other companies, the Space Invader stuff and that. There's a good history on this guy. You know, this is this tabletop is from 1979. It's over 40 years old, okay? And it's survived itself from not going into the tip, basically. So now this guy wants to put this in his man cave, like I said to you when I opened it all up. So it didn't take much time to fix it all up, but I can't get over how good this table is, you know, for its age. We're talking 40 years old. But as I said to you, this is, how can I explain to you, this is the start of the early 80s games, you know, from the Space Invader era, like basically. So yeah, so what they've done is they've used these daughter boards to put other programs on there. So because it uses the Z80 program, the Z80 processor, so they use the same combination to load other games up. But if you had have a good look at it, this one's a bit better, it never had an edge connector, okay? The only edge connector was here. And I think that was for them to put it onto their test harness to test the boards out. You know, like the Atari did back in the day when they were testing it out. In one of my other videos, you'll see it. So they didn't have the edge connector. So that's what they originally started off before they went to the edge connector. But you can sort of see that midway went to the edge connector, the era, basically. So yeah, so this is an old, how can I explain to you? It's past my use date, past my time when I started. I used to play these games. Oh, here's another one. Okay, here's another one that somebody actually put a connector on there and wired it up like this. But you see, there was no edge connectors back in the day. This is actually a Galaxian. Okay, you can sort of see that somebody wrote Galaxian on the label. So, as I said to you, this is the early 80s games, okay? But I wanted to show you this table because I was impressed, because I've never seen one of these tables come through my hands at all back in its day, you know? But as I said, it's a nice looking table for 40 years, you know? But that's all I can say about this table, you know? I don't know what else to say about it, but yeah, yeah, it's not bad. It's an impressive table. I can't tell you by the kilometres, by the how many Ks it's done, how many coins have gone in. You can sort of see, well, I can't see the zoomed out, bad. But yeah, no, I'm impressed with it, you know. So this guy should be happy with the repair job. So have a good look at this board. Like I said to you, you can sort of see the daughter board, the other two EEPROM, they're their graphics. This is your program in that. So yeah, this is Galaxian, you know, a Galaxian bootleg. So yeah, so as I said to you, it's always hard to come up with some topics to talk about different games and that. But as I said to you, I wanted to show you this one before I deliver it to the guy, because I said he's come up really well. So hope you enjoyed this video too. You know, Pinball's videos is a passion, you know, keep the love, you know, everything's repairable, you know. Oh, where is it? Oh shit. Oh shit, I don't know where it is. Okay, this is it. Check this guy out. Oh, you know, this one here, you can sort of see their logo. This is on eBay off my site. I'm selling this. This is called a 4-in-1 system, all right? This was done by a company So my bloody self, I can't even pronounce this company, and made it. And have a look at the games they put on there. Okay, all these games are put onto this board with, this is their hack daughter board. Basically, you can see that they put the graphics section here, and they've loaded the program from over here. So that's all, this is their hack. So you got all these games because this, as I said to you in the beginning, this particular board has been hacked so many times for other games. Have a look at it. Scramble, Galaxian Convoy, Ghost Marches, and Galaxian. You know, how cool is that? Because all you do is, you got a menu, you can choose that. There's a video of this. I'll put that link video of this game working on the bottom of this other video. But how cool is this? You know, how cool is their logo? You know what I mean? With the L, you know? Yeah. No, I forgot to show you this one. Yeah, so I made this into a jammer. Okay, you can sort of see it's been sitting around for a while. But as I said to you, you know, it's hard to come up with topics to talk about different games back in the day, you know, between originals and bootlegs. But yeah, they're all been converted. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks again for watching.